While I was finishing the section of my game map you see here, it began to dawn on me. Very soon I will have to prepare a whole lot of new geometry for the other areas of the game, which also means organizing and exporting to Unreal Engine. My process for getting models from Blender into Unreal Engine was almost embarrassingly manual so far. It works, and honestly I'm glad to have figured out the right combination of checkboxes in the exporter and in the importer to have everything running smoothly at all, with unit conversion, different coordinate systems and other idiosyncrasies. But still, it's a whole lot of object manipulation. I typically organize my meshes into collections in Blender. To prepare them for export, I first make linked copies into a special export collection. Then clear the transforms. The collection now contains all the meshes lumped together at the origin. With that collection active, open the FBX exporter, select the correct preset, pick a file name, and there you go. Not terribly complicated, but all too often I would forget something and had to repeat. So I decided to bite the bullet and finally learn how to script Blender. I made an add-on that automates the export process and all the steps I described before, simplified to just one click. Looking back at my old process now, it's really amazing how much I was willing to put up with just because of habit. Investing a couple extra hours into learning how to script Blender was well worth it. Not only for this particular workflow, but also I can write my own tools for any future pipeline improvements much more easily now. So my main point is, if you have any sort of production pipeline involving Blender, you absolutely should learn how to script it. The official documentation is a really good starting point. If you are new to Python or programming in general, that is of course a bigger step, but you don't need that much to string Blender operations together in code. But as always, at some point you are on your own trying to figure things out for your first real add-on. I spent quite some time searching the web and scratching my head. To save you some of that head scratching, in case you want to write something similar to my export helper, I decided to put it up on my itch.io page. I'll link to it in the description. Feel free to use the code as is or as a starting point for your own add-ons. Happy coding, see you next time.